MovieWeb.com.
Well, you're pregnant now. But you were also pregnant during the filming of this movie for some scenes.
Just a coincidence.
I guess, although I always heard, like, that unless you see a baby coming out, that it's rude to ask a woman if she's pregnant.
Are you serious?
Well, because
what if she's not?
What if she's just fat?
Well, I know that, but I didn't ask.
Okay.
I knew
He stated.
Right, okay, this is good.
I was gonna say, what kind of like challenges did that present while you were shooting the actual movie?
We actually, there were several tricks that we had to hide the pregnancy, and Tori was great about just sucking the poor baby in. I was just worried that Liam was going to come out lopsided.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was great that it was a wedding, because at least I could put a bouquet in front of the bump.
Yeah, exactly. Now, back when it was a little bit taboo in like the 80s to have a gay-themed movie, they used to, like Top Gun, they'd say it was homoeroticism. Now, I'm wondering, with a movie like this, are you consider it heteroeroticism? Is that a new genre you've come up with?
That might be a new term. That it's sort of hetero-friendly or something.
Well, no, I really love the concept of this movie, that you could find love in a guy or a girl, and I'm wondering, does that go into the concept of reincarnation almost, in case like you have a soulmate and she travels, or he travels and winds up in the wrong person?
I think that's a great concept, and maybe that's another movie in itself.
Kiss the Bride too?
Yeah.
Kids are ready. Well, I thought maybe that's what you guys were going for with this, not at all. Or?
Well, I think basically the idea that sexuality is perhaps more fluid than sometimes we would like to admit. That we like to have our categories firmly aligned and know exactly where people fall along those lines, and sometimes we don't necessarily fit into those categories easily.
I'm wondering if you guys can help me out with something. A tip. Something weird just happened to me, where usually it's courtesy to get up and give your chair when you're outside, but then I was about to do that and another woman walked in. So what do you do when there's two women in one chair and you're sitting in it? You can't offer the girl just the one chair. What's the advice here?
For me, I guess it would be, I would just find an excuse to leave. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say, just walk away and let them fight over the chair.
Really? I was thinking about that and then I thought, no, I'll just sit here and wait.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just wait it out. In fact, I'm going to pretend they don't see me. Yeah.
Well, now I'm going to ask about one of the end shots that says "just committed" on the back of this truck. Now, am I also supposed to read that these guys are also just a little bit crazy? That's what I thought.
Okay,
I was like,
you know.
committed, and I was like, oh, wait.
I like your theories on this movie.
Exactly. I mean, because when you think about it, maybe making that big leap it does take a certain amount of craziness.
No, I want to know what it says.
Well,
about
to commit your life to one person, it's true.
Yeah.
A good craziness.
Okay. Well, I've got to ask you guys now. There's this sweeping wave of male frontal nudity all of a sudden in films. Did you ever consider jumping on this bandwagon with this film?
Just to do, no, I don't think I'm a big fan of the idea of nudity just for the sake of nudity. I mean, I think that if there's a place for it, and here I think.
James should have done that. I wouldn't have minded.
Yeah, now that you mention it, maybe
Yeah.
we should go back and
reshoot.
in fact, we'll go back and reshoot that, whether we're going to put it in or not.
We put it back in the DVD when it comes out.
Right.